I will be discussing to you my thesis according to each and every modules used on this device. Okay, so these devices consist of cooling system, and on the cooling system I use Peltier module and temperature sensor. So the next one is reservoir control system. As for this one, I use water level sensor or float switch sensor and solenoid valve, and it also has draining, and I also use solenoid valve for the draining part. And it also has a pH level control system, and I use pH level sensor here, and I use two different peristaltic pump. One is for the pH up solution and the other one is for the pH down solution. And this device has also phone monitoring, so this has this has Wi-Fi module, and it has Blink mobile application, and wherein you can monitor all the ratings of the sensors used on this device. And lastly, it has grow lights, and it is dependent on the use of the LDR module. Okay, so let's start on the temperature sensor. On the cooling system, and this is the temperature. The temperature sensor is placed inside the reservoir. So if it's turned on, you will see the actual reading of the temperature sensor on the Blink mobile application and on the LCD. So the actual reading of the temperature sensor right now is 28.75. As you can see on the Blink mobile application, it will also be seen on the LCD, which is placed here. Okay, so the temperature is 28.81. So it's the same. The temperature on the LCD is 28.81, and on the Blink mobile application it's 28.81. And to show you that this is actually working, let me just get the temperature sensor and let me hold it, and this will detect a different temperature. As you can see here, the temperature is getting higher. It is 30.31. So it's higher than, now it's 31.750. I'm just holding it. So the condition is, if it is higher than 31.75, the chiller must be turned on. You can also see the reading of the temperature sensor that I'm currently holding right now on the Blink mobile application and on the LCD. So the LCD shows high temperature, chiller is on. So the current reading is 33.56, the same as on the Blink mobile application. And right now, the Peltier module is turned on. As you can see, on this peristaltic pump, there is water coming in and coming out, and that goes to the Peltier module. And the water gets, the peristaltic pump gets water on the reservoir and pumps it into the Peltier module, and it will cool the water that's coming in, and the water that comes out is the cooled water. So you can see on the tube that there's water coming in, and it is being cooled up there, and the water comes out here. So yeah, it's currently working, and I've placed again the temperature sensor on the water, and the reading, let's see if the reading will go back to normal. So since the temperature is below 30 degrees and it's now normal, the peristaltic pump for the temperature, or the peristaltic pump of the Peltier module, stopped working. it will only work if the temperature is higher than 30 degrees. And now it's not working because the temperature is normal temperature. So let's move to the second sensor. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one, which is the water level sensor or the float switch sensor that is currently placed inside the reservoir. So here, it is placed inside the reservoir. And the water level sensor or the float switch sensor detects the water level of the reservoir. And to show you that this is currently working and it senses the water level, so the current status is normal and you can see it on the Blink mobile application that the water level is normal. So here you can see normal water level. So if the reading is not normal, it will trigger this solenoid valve placed in here. So this solenoid valve is connected to the water source that is here, and the other hose is placed in here. So it will pump water if the water level is low. Okay, to prove it to you, let me just get the container and remove water from the reservoir, and let's see what will happen. So I just remove water from the reservoir, and then the water level sensor detects that the water level is low, or low water level is shown on the Blink mobile application, and the solenoid valve starts pumping water on the reservoir. As you can see here, the hose is pumping water, and you can also see on the LCD low water level. Wait, let's wait. Low water level. So you see on the LCD that the water level is low, and the solenoid valve stops pumping water inside because the water level is now normal again, and you can see on the Blink mobile application that that it is normal again. I mean normal water level. So let's proceed to the third one. So for this, um, let's proceed to the pH level sensor. So the pH level sensor detects the pH level of the water inside the reservoir. So you will see that it is working as the reading of this is shown on the Blink mobile application, and the current reading is 6.157, and it is normal or normal pH. Actually the pH range of the plants currently placed on the plant tray is 5.5 to 6.5. And also, aside from the reading on the Blink mobile application, you can also see the reading of this pH sensor on the LCD. Okay, so the pH is 6.16, and on the mobile app 6.157. I think nag-round off lang. Oh, so it's the same right now, 6.13 and 6.13. So the status is normal. Okay, so let's proceed to the output of this pH level sensor, which is the peristaltic pumps that is currently placed in here. The first one is the peristaltic pump for pH up solution, and the other one is the peristaltic pump for pH down solution. So let's go back here. I have here two solutions, which is pH up and pH down. So to show you that the peristaltic pumps for the pH solution is working, let me just put pH up solution onto the reservoir, and let's see if the pH level sensor detects it, and let's see if the peristaltic pump will react. So let me just add pH here, and let's see if the pH reading will change. So let's make the pH level high. So I'm putting pH level here. So the pH level right now is 7.01. So it says here that pH down must be turned on. And let's see if the peristaltic pump for pH down is working. Here, this should be working. So I think it's currently working. As you can see, the hose of this peristaltic pump is pumping pH down solution up there, and it will pump pH down solution onto the reservoir. Okay, so let's proceed to the peristaltic pump for pH up. And I have here a pH down solution, and let me just add some onto the reservoir, and let's see if the peristaltic pump for pH up will work. So let me just add some, and let's see if the reading will change on the mobile application. So I just put some, and right now the reading is 3.736, and the peristaltic pump is working. As you can see, it's pumping pH up solution right now. Focus. It's pumping pH down solution. As you can see, there's a solution going down here on this tube. This is for the pH up. And as time goes by, the pH reading on the Blink mobile application is changing. As you can see, it's now 3.489, 3.516 as the pump pumps pH up solution onto the reservoir. So let's wait for it to become 5.5 or higher for it to be normal. This one, pH up. And it's now 5.36, and it will stop once it reaches 5.5 or higher. Now 5.415, and you can see there's a solution here. 5.497, and now it's 5.552. So it's now normal and it stopped working. Okay, so let's proceed on to the next module, which is the LCD. So if it's turned on, and it is currently turned on, it will light up and it will show the values of pH sensor and temperature sensor. And as you can see, those readings is seen on this LCD. Okay, so temperature and pH levels. So once it's turned off or it has no power supply, it won't show any reading and it won't light up. So let me just remove the supply of this to show you that if case-to-case basis that there's no supply. So okay, so no supply or off, there's no reading or there's no data seen on the LCD, but if it's turned on, there will be again data that can be seen on the LCD. Let's just wait for a minute and we'll see if it will go back. So yeah, I just put back the power supply of the LCD, and now it's showing the readings of the pH level and the temperature again. Okay, now so let's proceed to the Wi-Fi module that is currently placed inside the panel box, and this is the Wi-Fi module. And to show you that actually the Wi-Fi module enables to connect the whole system into the Blink mobile application. So you can see, and I will prove it to you that it is turned on, as the blink application will show the data of the pH level, the water status, the temperature sensor, and the status of the grow lights. And here. So this module here is currently working. As you can see, that the whole device is connected onto this Blink mobile application. Here you can see the temperature, the pH, the water level, and the status of the light. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one, which is the LDR module that is currently placed inside the panel box. It is right here. So the LDR module detects light and dark. So this LDR module will either trigger the grow lights or not. Okay, to show you that this is actually working, let me put a light in front of it, and let's see if it will react. So I think it reacted as the grow lights turned off, and let's see the current status of the grow lights on the Blink mobile application. And you can see here, lights off on the mobile application. And once I remove this, it will turn on. And let's see if the grow lights status on the Blink mobile application will change. So the status on the Blink mobile application is lights on. So it's currently working. Okay, let's now proceed to the drain. Okay, the hole in here that has hose is actually for the drain. This one for the drain, and it is connected here. Okay. Okay, so the solenoid valve for the drain will only work if the drain button on the Blink mobile application is pressed. Okay, so as a rule of thumb, it is necessary to drain the water inside the reservoir every 2 weeks or more, or if you feel like changing the water. So to show you that the solenoid valve is actually working, let me press the drain and we'll see what will happen. Okay, so if I were to press the drain button, it will start draining. The water will go out, and as you can see here, there's a water coming out of the drain, and if I were to stop it, the water will stop flowing from the drain. Okay, so it stopped pumping, and if I were to drain it again, it will drain. As you can see, there's a water coming out, and yeah, so it will stop. So that's it for all of the modules and sensors used on this system. So this thesis is entitled Smart Hydroponics Nutrient Film Technique with Monitoring for Home. Okay, so that's it for the whole sensors and modules used on this thesis. So my thesis, by the way, is entitled Smart Hydroponics Nutrient Film Technique with Monitoring for Home. So that's it. Thank you.